Hey, welcome back. So we've been tackling some big ideas, and today we're diving into Unit 7. This is all about ethics in animals, and we're starting with Peter Singer's Animal Liberation. If you ever wondered why we treat animals the way we do, I'm going to break it down, and you can see what it's all about. Let's start with the main point of animal liberation. Peter Singer says there's a big problem with how we treat animals. It's called speciesism. It's like racism or sexism, but instead of judging people based on race or gender, it's about treating animals as less important, just because they're not human. Singer's argument, if animals can suffer, their pain matters just as much as ours. That's the principle of equal consideration of interest. But here's the thing, treating animals equally doesn't mean treating them the same way as humans. It means cows don't need voting rights, right? But if animals can feel pain, that pain should count. Ignoring it just because they're animals, that's speciesism. Think about it, if we would ignore someone's pain, why ignore animals? It should be about fairness, not sameness. But how does that play out in real life? Take factory farming. Millions of animals live in cramped, horrible conditions just so we can have a cheap meal. Or animal testing, hurting animals to benefit humans. Singer challenges us to ask, is all this suffering really necessary? Could we do things differently? It's not about being perfect, but about reducing harm wherever we can. But here's a big connection people don't always see. How we treat animals impacts the whole planet. Factory farming isn't just cruel, it's also one of the biggest causes of climate change. It produces more greenhouse gases than cars, trains, and planes, all combined. So when we cut back on eating animal products, we're not just helping animals, we're helping the environment too. And let's also not forget about our health. Studies show that eating less meat and more plants can lower the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even some cancers. Singer is not saying everyone has to go vegan, but he's asking us to think about the role animals play in our diet. It's about balancing what's good for our health with what's good for animals. Like, small changes can make a big difference. And this isn't just about the animals. It's about being consistent with our values. If we care about fairness and kindness, shouldn't that include animals too? Singer's work pushes us to rethink our everyday choices, like what we eat, what we wear, what we support. Even small steps like eating less meat, buying cruelty-free products, it can have a big impact. It's all about aligning our actions with what we believe in. Here's a challenge for you. Think about one small thing you can make to reduce harm to animals. Maybe it's trying meatless Mondays, choosing cruelty-free products, or learning more about where your food comes from. You don't have to change everything overnight, but gradually, step by step, it'll add up, and subconsciously you'll be naturally changing. It's not about becoming perfect because who wants to be perfect? That's boring, you know? It's about progress and making a difference where we can. So what's one thing you could do today? All right, that's the big picture of animal liberation. Peter Singer challenged us to think differently about speciesism, the environment, and our health. So what do you think? Can we make better choices? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And don't forget to check back for part 2 of Unit 7. This is where we'll talk about other things. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.